Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here, welcome back to a Millwall analysis video / report or review, whatever you really want to call it. I've tried to revamp this to the best of I can, and I really hope you guys do enjoy it. So obviously it was Nottingham Forest versus Millwall. Forest did win 1-0 thanks to a long range goal from Barry McKay. And let's actually have a look at the teams. So Nottingham Forest lined up with a 4-1-4-1 formation, with some of the names in their team being their captain Michael Mancian, one of their summer signings in Barry McKay, who scored the goal, and a player that came through their youth academy, Ben Brereton. With this squad, Mark Warburton obviously looks to set a balance in the team between young and experienced players to propel them to have a much better team and performance than last season, obviously looking to be a lot better and higher up in the league table. As for Millwall, there was no real expectation of change. 4-4-2 is always the formation they go with, and it continued to be the way. Now, Steve Morrison was the captain on this occasion, as Tony Craig wasn't included in the team. Well, he made the substitute bench but never came off of it. And summer signings, George Saville, Conor McLaughlin, James Meredith and Jed Wallace all started for the Lions, with Harris obviously opting for a strong physical back line with the idea of lumping the ball forward. Now, stats wise, Forest had 2 shots on target to Millwall's 6, and Millwall had the much better of the shots with 23 to Nottingham Forest 11. Now, into the game and the first half, Forest were absolutely outclassed by the Lions. They literally scored their only main chance of the half, as Millwall had quite a lot of countless opportunities that just didn't end up going in the back of the net, as the general pattern was that it just wasn't going to happen, with George Saville hitting the side netting, Steve Morrison smashing the ball against the crossbar, and Aidan O'Brien actually missing a header from close range, which probably was a lot harder to actually miss than score, and Gregory's effort that he had on the turn was easily saved. But as I said, Nottingham Forest made their only major chance of the half count, as Barry McKay picked the ball up on the edge of the box. He then ran a little bit and dribbled and smashed it from outside the area, getting the ball in off the post, beating Jordan Archer. And I've got to say, this is the best goal we've seen this season against us. And I'm going to be introducing a section to these review videos, and it's going to be the top 5 goals that have been scored against us and top 5 goals that we've scored. And I'm also going to get a section for you guys, the subscribers and the viewers. So vote in the comments section, or even say on Twitter, tweet me, it'll be a link in the description to that. Let me know, I'd love to add your section into it. Now, as we go into the second half, it was just the same theme for the Lions. We would still not be able to score, as Lee Gregory smashed the ball over the bar. Jed Wallace had a shot that was just simply saved by the keeper, and later on in the game towards the end, Fred missed a simple header that actually looked harder to miss than score. But before that Fred header, Millwall did manage to put the ball in the back of the net, with Steve Morrison headering the ball in, and well, it was disallowed. Not for Morrison being offside, but for the fact that Lee Gregory apparently bundled the goalkeeper. Now, I say apparently, I completely agree with the idea that it was a foul, and I agree with the referee and the linesman that they got that decision right. I know a lot of people do say that it wasn't, but I'm not one of those people. I completely stick behind the referee and linos for that decision. Forest did also have a goal disallowed, and that strike was an absolute beauty. So, as much as you like to see the goal disallowed, that would have been an incredible goal. Now, if you've been watching my analysis / review videos long enough, you'll know I like to have a key player from each side. So for Nottingham Forest, it was a very hard decision, but I've gone with their goalkeeper Jordan Smith. It's because he had a lot to do and deal with Millwall, and he did it really, really well. And as I said, it was a very hard decision, because you equally could have been giving it to Barry McKay for scoring the absolute beauty of a goal. Now for Millwall, it was a pretty easy decision. I gave it to the winger Jed Wallace, and I never went to the game, but I listened to BBC Radio Nottinghamshire, I think, and all I heard was Wallace actually got him behind. He was doing the damage, and in the highlights he was superb. He seemed to just be able to get past them. I don't know what it was. He did look a bit better than last season. Now, onwards and upwards. Before we look at the next games that the sides have coming up, I just want to do a little bit and talk a little bit about what the managers said. So, Mark Warburton actually said, "I'm relieved to get the first game out of the way. Credit to Millwall, they were great tonight. They really deserved more than they got. And I thought we were particularly poor. We gave the ball away far too much." Now, as for Neil Harris, he said, "I'm devastated as we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net and we actually played really well. And I think that we just need a little bit more ruthlessness about ourselves, but we were outstanding." Now, for the home side, Nottingham Forest, they will be facing Shrewsbury in the Carabao Cup in the first round of that. They will be at home before travelling to Brentford for their next championship tie. As for the Lions, they will face up against Stevenage at home. That's going to be probably an interesting one considering our pre-season friendly ended 0-0. And then they will be at home to newly promoted side along with them, Bolton Wanderers, who could actually see Mark Beevers return to face his former club. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this analysis / review video. I've decided I wanted to change up the style. This is what I'm going to be going with for the upcoming season. And yeah, just let me know what you think in the comments section. But until the next one, which will be Stevenage, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in that video. But until then, goodbye.